Hi, I'm Yamalite, you're watching Early Game View, and this is my first impressions of SUPERHOT. In case you don't know, SUPERHOT was originally made as a project for a game jam called 7-Day FPS. That was back in August 2013. It was so well received by the press, and of course it won the award as far as I remember, that a year later, in May 2014, the guys decided to do a Kickstarter where they successfully gathered $250,000, and now, a couple of years later, we got a release. So this is a full game with campaign, challenges, endless modes, and all that kind of stuff. And in my opinion, it's absolutely awesome. So before we jump into the gameplay, I want to talk a bit about the campaign, because there's a lot of people who complain that the campaign is really short. And yes, if we're talking about the narrated campaign, which is basically, you know, the storyline and all that kind of stuff, it took me just an hour and a half to beat it. And this is kind of short for a game, you know, of they asking $25 original equivalent for it, so 1.5 hours of campaign gameplay is indeed a bit short if it was all that there is to this game. But in my opinion, campaign here is more sort of a tutorial. So the real gameplay starts after you finish the campaign and when you start doing challenges and endless mode. And I will try to explain why. If you think, you know, that you just want a storyline and you don't care about the game mechanics and puzzles and all that kind of stuff, then you might as well just close this video right now, because there's not much to see here for you. Again, the game is awesome, so if you wish to finish the campaign later, then just wait, you know, when it drops in price and then play it. If you do think that mechanics and gameplay are more important than storyline in some cases, like this one, then keep watching. I will try to explain why this game is pretty damn fantastic. Okay, so let's go into challenges. And, or first let's go into levels actually. And you will see that there is like 36, I think, levels. Yeah, 34. Okay, so all of them are not that big. You can finish them in a couple of minutes each. That's why, you know, the campaign is quite short. Again, if I probably would suck less at this game, it's probably, if you speedrun it, you can beat it in, I don't know, 1 hour, maybe even less. I think we will see some crazy people speedrunning it in like 20 minutes or something, but it's really hard to do that, especially the first time. So it's gonna take at least 1.5 hours, maybe more. But so the campaign goes, basically, it has some very cool cyberpunk vibe to it. I would even call it William Gibson-esque, you know, the Johnny Mnemonic and all that kind of stuff. It really has this very awesome vibe. And this whole UI, which is this throwback to the BBS era and old DOS UIs, is actually pretty cool and adds a lot to the narrative. Okay, so the campaign, what the campaign does, aside from telling you the story of what the hell is going on with those red people and why you're killing them, it actually teaches you a lot of things that happen. So it feels like, you know, a really long tutorial along with narrative. After that is done, you get these challenges, which you can finish. As you can see, I haven't unlocked several more because I just cannot beat the 3rd level here. It's just too crazy. And the thing is that basically you play exactly the same levels, but you play them with a special set of rules. And I will show you now level 1, for example, or maybe 1 is not the best example, some level with all the different rule sets and show you how this can change the game and, you know, what the game is actually all about, unless if you haven't seen it yet. So let's start with the katana only challenge, which is a ninja challenge. So basically you move faster, you cannot punch, you cannot throw, you cannot pick up anything except the katana. You cannot shoot, so only thing you can do is really use the katana. So we're gonna jump in and see. Let's do, I don't know, maybe Subway. That should be a good level to show off. So here's the thing. In this game, the time only moves when you move. So what we can do is we can just, you know, look around and see, okay, there's 3 enemies. The one is pointing a gun to our head, so we're gonna slice him right away. As you can see, when I sliced him, the time moved a bit. So now when I start turning, they will move a bit as well. And what I can do is I can come a bit closer to them and slice them up as well. I want to note that the UI for this game is very, very awesomely designed, because every time something happens, it gives you immediate feedback of whether you can or cannot do something. You see the stripes along this guy? That means I can slice him from here. It's really cool that they actually give this feedback, because at the beginning when I didn't notice this, I was very confused, you know, to whether I can or cannot do something like slicing a guy. And here's a guy with a gun. Let's slice him up. Doing that with a katana is actually relatively easy, aside from maybe bullets, but what we can do is we can slice a bullet as well. One problem is that once you slice, you do have a slight delay before you can slice again, so you actually have to move a bit, because, you know, you have to move your hand back. So let's try not to die here. Cut this guy, and we have one more. He's gonna shoot at us. Let's slice the bullet. There we go. Actually get an achievement for that called, oh, you really can do this, or something along those lines. There we go. We finished it. So if you want, you can actually watch the replay on a full speed. Sometimes those come out really awesome. They actually have this thing called Killstagram, where you can hit F5 again. It will upload there under your name, and then you can rewatch it and share it with your friends. The only problem that at the moment it just doesn't work. I mean, I think I'm not even sure if it uploads it. I mean, if you hit F5, it will actually save it to the hard drive. And I think it does upload it, but I don't know where they end up, because I even registered and, you know, went there through the menu, but I couldn't see any of my replays there. I'm not sure what's going on here. All right. I think I didn't want to continue because it will put me in a second level. So let's quit. And now I can show you the same level, but with different rule set. So here's, for example, AD 2013. It's play SUPERHOT like it's 2013. Killing punches, which means it's a one-punch kill. Normally it takes 3 punches. No melees and no throwables. So this is slightly different from the default. But you will see how it plays, how the same level, again, plays here. It's also pretty cool that they actually changed the aesthetic of the game when you change it to 2013. I think this was actually how it looked originally in the game jam, and they have the glasses as well. So we picked up the gun this time around, and we can shoot the guy. Once again, the UI does a very, and I missed him somehow. The UI does a very good job at pointing out when you can shoot and when you can't. If you notice the crosshair in the middle of the screen, it actually rotates until the moment when you can shoot. And now we can fire off again, if I have any bullets. Do I? Yes, I do. And now we can throw a gun at his face, and I missed completely, but we can run here, pick up this gun, and shoot him too. And mind blown. Perfect. And there should be another guy here. Shoot him in the face, and this guy dropped. Oh yeah, because the that's actually pretty cool, because the red guys interact with the environment actually. And as you can see here, someone shattered the glass. I think it was the guy that I shot there. So this one got affected by the glass and dropped his gun. So we have a chance to shoot him in the face, and we finished the level. So if we look at the replay, you will see that it was, completely different from what we had with the katana. And no need to dodge bullets, or rather slice them in the midair. And it was, quite easy, because we could just shoot them in the face. So then let's try another rule set, Ghost. So the thing is, one punch kills, no weapons, and you have hot switch in all the levels. So hot switch is another nifty mechanic. The idea is that basically you can switch into other enemies and destroy your own body. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna punch him in the face. Since we have a one-punch kill, it's quite easy to deal with those guys, but the guys with guns will be a problem for us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to run in front of him. Yes, that was good enough. And now we're gonna try to evade the shooting guys. Yep, please die. There we go. I think there's gonna be 2 more of them. So one is there, and there should be another one. Yeah, there he is. So what we can do is we can go into him. That will kill our body and confuse this guy for a second, but he's already onto us actually. And now we have to somehow lure him here and punch him in the face. There we go. And that was it. So once again, if we watch the replay, you will see that this is a completely different way to play the game. And if it looks easy for you, then believe me, I spent a lot of time playing that and figuring out how exactly you play that to not be completely terrible. Let's try a different challenge. So this was the ghost one, and I think we can try... So full stop is... yeah, again, so this is like time completely stands still when you play, but you can only shoot once from every gun, and the bullets fly... enemy bullets fly faster. It's quite challenging, actually, so we can try to do subway again. The tricky part here is that basically this mode forces you to... keep the guns. Okay, so as you can see now, this is the default punching mode. Basically, it takes 3 punches to kill an enemy. And I left my gun lying here because I can now pick it up. And now I have to be really careful not to miss that dude. Because if I miss, I am screwed. Because the gun only have 1 bullet. And come on. There we go. Yeah, let's shoot him in the head. Let's throw it to him and punch him in the face. There we go. We can now pick up the gun. And let's see, nobody behind me. It's generally a good idea to check if someone is behind you, because they might be there. And yeah, like this one, for example. Then you want to throw something at them and try not to die, essentially. And he dropped his gun. Perfect. There you go. Have another one. And I actually won. So if we look at the replay again, that was a completely different playthrough because I was forced to use every gun only once, and I was forced to plan in a different way, you know, rather than I had a katana, for example. Okay. But, you know, this looks relatively easy, and you say, okay, you maybe spend, I mean, we can have actually a look at how much do we spend. We spend 7 seconds beating this level, so it's not that hard, and, you know, you might think, okay, maybe that's easy. Well, let's try to do some of the later levels, like, for example, which ones are tricky? Like Office, for example. I think this one was really tricky. Or Staircase. This one is really cool. So this is the katana challenge again. And this is the staircase. So here's the thing. There's a guy with a machine gun, and he shoots really, really, like, lots of bullets towards you. So I tried, it's not an option to run away from him. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna throw a katana over there, and then I'm gonna go into his body. When the katana flies here, I'm gonna catch it, and then I'm gonna jump and slice that guy with a shotgun. Then I'm gonna jump again and slice that guy with a shotgun. And ow, and I looked in the wrong direction and somebody already killed me. So let's try that again. We're gonna go into his body. We're gonna grab the katana. We're gonna jump over here, slice that guy. We're gonna jump over here, slice that guy. We're gonna... do I want to throw the katana at him? I think I'm gonna throw the katana near him and then go into his body because I got the switch again. And then I'm gonna catch the katana once again. And there's a guy with a shovel, which is, you know, not much of a challenge for our katana. And there's another guy with a machine gun. I think I'm just gonna throw a katana at him, and that should be... and I missed completely, so let's just go back into him. That was terrible. Oh yeah, there's guys coming from down there. And I can jump on him. Can I slice the bullet? No, that was terrible. I probably could have escaped from this using the hot switch, but let's try that again. As you can see, the game is not exactly very easy. And once we nail this, actually, that would look really, really cool. Let's try to slice the... how did I miss that? I'm so terrible at this. Okay, let's try that. Once we actually nail this off, the replay of this thing would look really awesome. So that, jump here. And I was too fast, I guess. Nope. And we got another guy shooting at us from here. And let's slice the bullet. There we go. Oh. God, that was too close. There we go. So now we go toward this guy and slice all his bullets once more. Just aim correctly. We're close enough. Yep. There we go. God damn it. Why am I so bad at this? Okay, let's try this one more time. Throw it there. Switch bodies. Edge the katana. Jump over here. Slice the guy. Over here. Jump here. There we go. Slice this guy. How did I not slice him? Okay, now we run towards him. Dodge the bullet. Carefully slice it. Carefully slice it. Slice the guy. So we're gonna head upstairs because there's gonna be a guy with a machine gun. And now there's gonna be guys downstairs below us. So we're gonna slice this one. Come on, come out wherever you are. Ah, there they are. So we're gonna wait a bit here. Don't care about the guys with the pistols because they are not much of a threat. And I'm an idiot for doing that because he just shot me. I should have watched the bullets. Let's try that one more time. Catch the katana, jump here, slice that guy, run around, jump here. And are we too slow again? No, this should be fine. Now run towards this guy. Dodge the bullet, dodge the bullet. Slice it. Why? Why? Okay. Let's try that one more time. Come on. Okay, this should be the last time. If I cannot pull that off now, I'll just pick a different level and show you something even more terrible than this one. I'm gonna jump here. And that went really bad. Okay, last time, I promise. Okay, can go in him, catch the katana, jump over this one, slice him, go around, jump here. Okay, now we're good. What? How can you miss him from the distance? That actually sometimes happens. Come on, switch bodies, catch the katana, jump over him, slice him. Jump over here and now aim correctly. Good. Now we dodge the bullets from... Whoa! Okay, you get the idea. And you get that I'm also terrible at this game. And, you know, it took me quite some time to finish that. So, what we can try? We can try actually... but I haven't unlocked all of the levels here. I think we can just try levels like this. Why are they locked now? Oh, because they switched to chat. What? That looks like a... Oh, no. Okay. Now we're here. Okay, good. So you can try... What? Secret not cracked. Uh-huh. There are some secrets there. This game actually has a lot of, like, tons of hidden stuff that you can find. And, you know, as you can see, there are some secrets that I haven't cracked. I don't even know what is that. But you get the idea. So I think by now you already figured if you want to try this game, if you want to play it, if you want to buy it or not. And I want to add that there's a whole lot of really amusing things in here. Like, especially, you know, if you were around the BBS era and all the direct file transfer and the modems and all that kind of stuff, you will appreciate a lot of this stuff. Yeah, so you can grab it right now for $25 or original equivalent. I think it's 10% discount until March 3rd. And you can also go to the Greenman Gaming and buy it with 20 or 25% discount, which brings it to like $16 or $17, which is, I think, a really great price for this game. So definitely, if you enjoy the gameplay, try it. The puzzles here are one hell of a challenge, and I really hope that this game will sell good and they will actually add more stuff, like maybe a bit better animations, because this is so far the only thing that like really bothered me is when you do the replays. The only thing that lacks is the animations. There's no impact as in slow motion. Like when in slow motion you hit someone and you shoot someone, you have this really cool impact that feels heavy. And when you see the same animation in real time, it doesn't feel as heavy and it just like loses this cool factor, I guess. I also really hope they will release some sort of a mod tools or level editor, because this would be a blast. This plus Steam Workshop and level, like user-made levels, oh man, I would play the hell out of it. But yeah, this is SUPERHOT. It is awesome. I am spreading the system. Thank you for watching, and as always, see you next time. Bye!